Let's go to Richard Crouse. He joins us now to talk some more about Barbara Walters. Thanks for your time today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It's so hard to put into a summary what she has accomplished because she had such a long and accomplished career. Where do you begin?
Well, I think you begin in 1961 when she started working for Today. It was the flagship morning show on NBC. She was one of the few women who were working behind the scenes and on air at the time. And she was doing kind of puff pieces for them. She dressed up as a Playboy bunny and worked at a Playboy club for a while to report on the inner workings of that. But she threw herself at those stories. And eventually, by the 1970s, she had made a name for herself. And as you just detailed, became the first female co-anchor or anchor of a national news broadcast. And it's from there that her career just kept going up and up. And what I think of course, are the interviews, not only on her specials, but the hard-hitting news interviews that she did as well. I think that a lot of people think of her as the person who once asked Katharine Hepburn, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? It became a legendary story that people tossed around saying, oh, she's asking softball questions. Well, if you read her book, she says, I never asked that question in the interview. That was just something that got picked up by newspapers and became urban legend. And if you continue on past that and you start looking at a lot of the news interviews that she did, I just watched an interview that she did in 1990 with Donald Trump that is hard-hitting, it is uncompromising, the questions are difficult, and she is pushing and pushing and pushing all the way through the interview. And so whether she was interviewing Michael Jackson or Eric and Lyle Menendez or Gaddafi or Margaret Thatcher or maybe Elton John, she brought a level of professionalism and news instinct with her. And those interviews, almost to a single one, always made news.
Yeah, and she was very, very good at asking the question that needed to be asked without putting the person on the defensive, because she wanted the answers to the questions. But she was also known, Richard, as being able to bring people to tears. Tell me about that.
Well, that was sort of the other part of her interview legacy, was that she knew how to do a deep dive into a person's personal history, and she would ask very personal questions about growing up, about their grandparents, whatever it might be, but she could elicit tears from people, and it became one of the things that she was very well known for. When I think back on her, I think of the interviews, I think of her as a trailblazer, I think of her as a groundbreaker and someone who's responsible for a generation or two of female journalists. Once she started kicking down those doors, a lot of people walked through them behind her. And at 93, she lived a long, good life, and she will be missed.
Yeah, we heard a lot of people talking about that, saying once that door was down, they felt comfortable finally coming through. Richard Crouse, thank you for your time.